Hamas is our freedom fighters. They've been born that in Gaza, and all they've known their whole life is getting bombed. So what they have to do is they have to fight for their own rights.
Do not talk to her. I've been told that I'm allowed to do that. Please back up.
You cannot. You have an agreement with the police.
I'm asking you to back up, and I just spoke with the police, and they told me what I could do. So I'm asking you to back up, and you're not.
Why
you continue to, because you are not media, ma'am.
Yeah,
you are
media.
Not media. Prove it.
It's not their place to be there. It's not Israel.
What we should do with them?
They go to the States, to the United States. That's where, if the US and the UK and the France and Germany, they support them, they might as well take them with them. Because Palestine has always been Palestine. And it's been being occupied for more than 75 years now.
Go back to 1948.
But what is your meaning of it?
The meaning of it is Palestine for Palestinians. That's what it means. Okay, I have to go. I have to join my people. Goodbye.
Okay, thank you. Alexa Lavoie here in Ottawa for the 100,000 March for Gaza. This event is taking place simultaneously in various major cities across Canada. Supporters of Palestine are gathering to request a ceasefire in Gaza from Justin Trudeau. Many of you are likely aware of the attack that occurred on October 7, led by the organization called Hamas. So following the attack, a war started between Hamas and Israel, leading to causalities and hostages. Hamas is not seeking peace. Their ultimate goal is to destroy the state of Israel, as stated in their pact, the Hamas Covenant. So the question arises, will a ceasefire really deter them? We are here to initiate a conversation and explore people's thought on the different slogans used and why other Arabic countries didn't open their door to refugees from Gaza. And let's ask other questions also. Let's check it out.
Well, if nobody is saying that killing children is inhumane, and we have to protest to convince the government that it's inhumane, then it's sad. It's sad that the world is not seeing it. And we have to convince the world that it's bad.
This is way beyond a conflict or a crisis at this point. This is not about Hamas anymore. This is about ethnic cleansing, a genocide, starving deliberately 2.2 million people of food, electricity, fuel. When Russia even insinuated that they're going to use fuel against Ukraine, the whole world was outraged that this is against international law.
Can I ask you a couple of questions? Do you mind? I saw you with your sign. So I just want to ask the people, like, why are you here today? Like, what are you claiming? So now we have some liaison people with the kind of yellow dosa. They are following us and telling the people to not engage conversation with us. So we need to go a little bit further. Can you please stop following me? Because if you're not doing that, I'm going to ask the police to stop you. So following me. No, you following me. I will need my security to stop you to follow me. They are saying to people to not interact with me, to not talk to me. That's actually blocking media, to have a free press here in Canada. So I asked them multiple times to stop following me, and I am seeing people like trying to talk.
At the end of the day, we can't stop someone from doing an interview.
If they wanted to, they want to.
Can I ask you a quick question? So I'm asking people today, like, why it was important for you to be here today?
Oh, just to stand in solidarity with the Palestinian children, the Palestinian people. My family is there. I grew up in Gaza myself, and my extended family is there. And every day we call them, and they're,
Do not touch me.
you know, they're running from one.
Sir, I would recommend you don't touch her, please.
Sorry. I was just wondering, like, you're from Gaza.
Yeah.
What is your thought about Hamas, the organization?
I have no thoughts about Hamas. My thoughts are with the Palestinian people and the civilians, that's all. And I'm here to ask the government to ask for a ceasefire, that's it. For humanitarian international law, just apply humanitarian international law.
Ask you a couple of questions.
Do not talk to her. I've been told that I'm allowed to do that. Please back up.
You cannot. You have an agreement with the
I'm asking you
police.
to back up, and I just spoke with the police, and they told me what I could do. So I'm asking you to back up, and you're not.
Why
If
you're
you continue to, because you are not media, ma'am.
Yeah,
you are
media.
not media. Prove it. Show us some credentials, and then we'll take you seriously.
Okay.
Great.
Great.
And I'm gonna back up, 'cause I don't like-
you will let me alone. And you will me alone.
If you can show me media credentials, and they are of value, then we will leave you alone.
What is
But you've
value
been
for
very
you?
aggressive.
What is value for you?
That's a good point.
Huh?
I don't like the way that your people
My
have been
people?
addressing, yes, the people that you're with.
That's my security, ma'am.
Sure, so let's call them your security, ma'am. I don't like the way that they have been in respect to some of the people
Do you
here.
see what you people did to us? I'm
We have
sorry.
not done any, I
Like
have
you
not done
victimized
anything to you,
yourself.
but you keep coming close to me and I
Yeah,
don't
because
like
you
it.
want to see my accreditation,
Sure,
ma'am.
sure.
You can see for yourself that some people are doing everything to block us and interfere during our interviews. We needed to hire private security to ensure that we are providing you all sides of the stories. If you do like to help us offset the security cost, please donate at deporthamas.com. I want to have your thought on the Hamas organization. What do you think about them?
About who?
Hamas.
Hamas? Why, you have to ask the other question. What do you think about Israel occupation? Don't ask me about Hamas, what's done Hamas. What the Israel done since 75 years.
But
75 years what they done. If they done peaceful, we don't have a Hamas. We don't have a Hezbollah. But because they don't believe peace, they keep attacking our people. They've been attacking our region. That's why the problem is because Hamas coming because they are doing such a problem.
But do you think that Hamas is causing actually...
Has nothing to do with it. You have to ask the other question. Israel occupation done this. Israel problem done this. We have a Palestinian people. We're
doing
here.
this for 75 years. Every 10 years they kill and they invade more
Do you
land.
think it's justified what the Hamas did on the October 7th and killing civilians?
You still repeat the same question. The question you ask, why this has happened? Because Israel occupation.
They're fighting for the right. That's enough.
Do you think they are a
Enough,
terrorist
enough.
organization?
I'm not gonna comment about this.
Following the attack led by Hamas on October 7th, do you think it was justified from them to do that?
Like I said, that's not why I'm here. I'm here to call on the government to cease fire now and to stand for international human rights and to ask Israel to stop the bombardment of civilians. They have an obligation to stop bombardment against civilians.
Well, it's not about Hamas, it's not about anything. It's about Palestine, it's about Gaza, it's about what's going on, it's about the occupation. That's all.
But if you people are dying now in the war, it's following the attack led by Hamas on October 7th that killed civilians
It's not
in
about
Israel.
Hamas just recently came. Before 1948, it started that long.
Yeah, but right now the situation that the Gaza is experiencing, it's because of what happened following the attack.
What happening right now is people when they are oppression, when they are living a life that not even an animal will accept it, no food, no fuel, no electricity. It's been for 17 years. I guess anyone have kind of like humanity will stand up and say, either I die here or I just have my freedom. You have to understand, if I come to your house and I just, corner you with no electricity, with no food, with your kids, one day you're gonna stand up, say, you know what, this is it. I'm gonna fight. So that's what Hamas did. They're fighting.
But is it justified what they did?
It's not about justify, it's the rights.
I think that any innocent killing is wrong, and we obviously condemn for that action. But I think the response by Israel is one that's not a proportional one that's not a justified one. So that is my thought.
Do you believe that they are a terrorist group or not?
Yes, we're killing any civilians makes you a terrorist group. So.
Whether I condone them or not, of course I condemn any terrorist act against any civilian. Mm-hmm. Can we now condemn what's been happening for the past 3 weeks? This operation is not about Hamas. It's been going on for a month. 10,000 people have been killed. 4,000 I think by now children have been killed, and no really military accomplishments of any side. If this happened in Israeli cities, would they follow the same style of action? Would they go bomb that city, including Hamas and everyone in it?
Are a militant group, and their action, maybe it was a terror attack, you can classify it as that, but Hamas in itself, I don't see it as a terrorist group. Well, the question is not asked the right way. Killing civilians is condemned, and I condemn it. I agree, yeah, it was not the right way of protesting their inhumane conditions. But you can't start the clock from October the 7th. The clock has started a long time ago, and nobody's seeing it. And okay, if it is the wrong action of expressing their anger. But can we dig deeper? Can we go back? Why are these guys doing that?
Canada have labeled it as a terrorist group. Should we lift that?
I agree. It shouldn't be labeled as a terrorist group.
Hamas are freedom fighters. They've been born that in Gaza, and all they've known their whole life is getting bombed. So what they have to do is they have to fight for their own rights.
You don't believe that they are a terrorist organization?
They're not a terrorist group. The real terrorist here is Israel, and you really need to know that because they've been faking everything this whole time. And if you can't see that, that's not my problem. And you have to see the truth here. What Hamas did on October 7th, it's literally just a small response. It's like they're already dying, so might as well, if they die, they might as well fight back for what they believe in, you know?
Hamas is stating.
Show me. Show me.
Hamas Covenant.
Where
Did you
is
read it?
Where is it? Show me. Did you read it?
Yeah, I read it.
Which one did you read? The one that Israel gives you?
Yeah. Engaging, like it's not helpful. So
okay.
I think it's best
So you show the world what that covenant is, and then we will believe you.
Do you support Hamas?
You know what? I support Palestinian resistance against illegal occupation.
But do you
Persistent illegal occupation. Do you support occupation?
No, but
no.
I'm not here for answering question. I'm here for
asking the question.
No, but I'm just asking a question.
Okay, you can ask me the question.
I don't want to cry.
Your question has to be fair.
Yeah,
if the world supports occupation, then Hamas, which is resistance against the occupation, will persist.
So what we should do with the people who live in Israel, what we should do with them if you want your land back?
You know what? Palestinians have accepted two states, Palestine and Israel, in peace, in security for both peoples, side by side. This has never been denied. But who has denied the Palestinian statehood? Who occupies Palestine? Answer that question. And question that question, because it's illegal against all international laws. But why does the Western world continue to support occupation of Palestine? That's the fundamental question.
As I say,
Hamas is the product of the occupation. Hamas did not exist. It only existed because of the brutality of the occupation. If there was, what you should do is destroy the reasons that created Hamas. That's what we need to do.
But what we should do with the people who live in Israel, the 1 million of Jews that are now living there?
Live in Israel in peace. There's nothing wrong with us and the Jews. We love the Jews. It's got nothing to do with the Jews. It's about the Palestinian and Israeli live together in peace in two states. That's the answer. If you can get to that answer, there will be no Hamas, there will be no need for Hamas, and there will be peace for everybody, so the children on both sides can grow in peace. That's the goal.
Do you think Zionists and Jews are the same or different?
No, some Jews like actually those that they read the Bible or they read their book.
What is the difference between them?
Because they know it's written in the holy book, in the Quran. It's written in their book, and it's written in that you guys are taking the wrong land. You have no land. Do you know that in Israel, no one dared to do a DNA because they don't want them to know where they come from. They give people money, they give them jobs, they give them actually so many privilege. Just come and look at them now. They don't talk about it. I have people in Israel. I have people live in Tel Aviv. They're willing to leave. They don't want to. You promised us Netanyahu for peace. There is no peace.
Do you think you have too much Zionists in power right now around the world?
Of course. Beside America. Of course.
Who in particular? Do you have some example?
No, it's not about example. It's all like they're all organization that they just have been planning it for a long time.
There is some refugee that wants to leave Gaza. Why there is no neighboring Arabic country who are opening their door to receive them?
Because they're all under the occupation, hypothetically speaking, Israeli.
Yeah, but they are not opening their door. It's not the fact that it's an
because
occupation.
they're threatened. There is something that they cannot do it before they take a permission from.
They are threatening by Israel, you think?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
It's not the solution. It's not going to solve the issue.
But why didn't like open their door?
Because even Palestinians won't let go of their land. Like this is an Nakba happening all over again. Is it a solution to move Israelis to Canada to free the land for Palestinians? No. Why is this even an option?
Yeah.
It's frustrating that people are talking about that.
For getting the land back, what they will do with the Jewish and the people who live on it.
It's not their place to be there. It's not Israel.
What we should do with them?
They go to the States, to the United States. That's where, if the US and the UK and the France and Germany, they support them, they might as well take them with them. Because Palestine has always been Palestine. And it's been being occupied for more than 75 years now.
You know what mean intifada?
Yeah, I was there when the Intifada was there.
Is it bad? What it is?
Intifada, it's the people uprising against the oppression of occupation.
There was a lot of death.
That's why we came here. That's why my dad brought us here, right? Because he was afraid. I was beaten as a young boy by Israeli soldiers. Coming home from school, they caught me, and they started beating me, and I actually peed on myself as a 10-year-old kid. And I was saying, it's not me, I didn't do anything, you know. And they were punching me and beating me. 10 years old, for God's sake. So my dad was very afraid, you know. He said, we gotta get out of here.
And so what mean from the river to the sea?
River to sea, go back to 1948.
But what is your meaning of it?
The meaning of it is Palestine for Palestinians. That's what it means. Okay, I have to go. I have to join my people. Goodbye.
Okay, thank you. So if you want to see our report on the ground in Israel, made by our reporter Avi Yemini, go to thetruthaboutthewar.com. And on this website, you can make a donation for encouraging our journalism. Thanks.